Motivation in schoolwork, homework, working out, sports, extracurricular, leadership. It's involved in all those things. You don't get smarter or fitter or, more or grades by not wanting to study or not wanting to work out or not wanting to exercise. And it implies that motivation is both all around us in the things we do, but also intangible, something inside of us that we have kind of a hard time describing. Because when you try putting motivation and willpower and tenacity and gumption inside of a video game, it's really hard. Have you ever seen like fighting games that give you a stamina bar or whatever, and they say you can perform X amount of kicks and Y amount of punches before your stamina bar depletes and must be replenished? When we look at it like that, it doesn't translate very well to the real world. Because say, on one day you throw out, 50 punches in a row, and on another day you throw out 60, but then on the next day you throw out 45. Motivation is intrinsic to that. You can push your limits and go beyond your 60, your 45, your 50. And all of that is related to your spirit, your willpower to do those things. And when you try putting those into games with numbers and algorithms and variables and factors, it doesn't translate well, right? How can something as intangible and abstract as motivation be explained through ones and zeros on a computer screen, right? But regardless, this is about capitalizing on motivation. How can we, even if we don't know how to explain or convey what motivation really is, as I'm trying to explain it and talk to you about, it's really hard. As you can probably see, this is actually kind of off the cuff. And besides the point, how can we capitalize on and improve our motivation? Basically, habits. That's the first thing and probably the most important thing and probably only thing I can really say. Motivation, and be motivated and do productive things when you can, which sounds like, oh, well, obviously, Dean, if it's your habit to study at 7 p.m., then boom, that's that. You solved your motivation problem. Well, I can explain why and probably go into more depth. Basically, we're really all creatures of habits. I think I've mentioned this before. When you think you're making a big decision on what shirt you're going to wear, what you're going to sleep in bed in, or what you're going to, be performing your day-to-day tasks with, what you're eating, they're really just habits. The things that you're most used to. This was literally the first shirt I saw, and I thought this is a great thing because I've been wearing this, and it's fine. It wasn't a big decision, and it was just a habit to pick the first shirt that popped out at me. And as I'm conveying that to you, maybe applying that to your own life and thinking, same thing, Dean. If I just saw, if I've been eating Dave's bread every day and, it's just the first thing I pop into my mouth for breakfast, I'm going to be eating Dave's bread the day after, most likely, if we don't run out. And, applying that same thing to motivation, I've decided that I want to be more consistent. That was actually on my themes and improving yourself video. That was based off CGP Gray's themes and video, but that's besides the point. Basically, 7 p.m. every day at 7 p.m. I want to be doing work and I want to be making it a habit and being on the dot. That has actually been helping me a lot. I get home around 5 or 6 p.m. and when I see that it's nearing 7, I think, hey, time to kick in that habit. And it makes sense that thing that I'm now getting used to is clicking in my head, and now that motivation seems to be under my control. That, if I'm telling myself this is what I usually do and this is what I need to work, what I need to happen, it's going to prompt me to do the things I need to get done. If that's if the way I just phrased that makes sense. But I guess that's all. Motivation, make it a habit, and willpower, as intangible as it is, can be tamed. Now I'm realizing this. If this doesn't help you, I'll probably make a follow-up to this tomorrow or the day after on becoming more motivated or finding that spark to make your habits a habit. But besides that, I hope that this was enlightening and you liked my little beginning 2-minute rant. I hope you have a wonderful week, and bye-bye.